Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat and I'm back. I was going to make some journaling cards for the envelope thing that we made yesterday. So I thought I would go ahead and turn on the camera since I'm just going to start working on this. And you can craft along with me doing whatever you feel like doing. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. It is beautiful and sunny here today, which is very nice. I've got my ugly blue mat down. Sorry about that. I know it's pretty bright, but I like to glue on this because then I can just wash it off when I'm done and I don't have to worry about ruining my good mat that I got for Christmas. So I'm just gluing some book pages together, and they don't have to be perfectly lined up because we're going to have to trim them down so they fit inside of those pockets. And this is nothing like earth-shaking. Lots of people have done this or whatever, but I just thought I would go ahead and turn on the camera. See what you were all up to today. See how everything's going. We're doing a little bit better around here. It's been a little rough. Yesterday at school was first day back at school for the kids, and it was kind of a sad one. So, but they got through, and help is being offered to the kids who need it. And I just hope, like I said, that people who need it will take advantage of having it, because it is always available. And like I said yesterday, just please reach out to somebody, because people don't know that you're feeling bad if you don't ever tell anybody. So anyway, and I thank everyone for their wonderful responses yesterday to my video. I know that's a rough topic and nobody loves talking about suicide, so I just want to thank all you guys because I just got some very nice comments. I really do appreciate it. We did not know the student who committed suicide very well. I mean, we knew him, but we didn't know him really well. But nonetheless, it's just, I just feel like no child or anyone should ever feel like they need to do that. So I just wanted to say something since I have my YouTube channel, and I do have some people out there, and hopefully it will help somebody or make them feel like they can talk, or if you feel like there's somebody that does need to talk, maybe you can reach out to them. So anyways, I just thank you guys for all your positive responses, because I do have a family member that happened to, and it's very difficult. It's so funny because I don't get texts very often, and then it seems like every time I do a video I get texts and things. I mean, it's awesome to hear from people. It's just funny. So sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. Alright, so I'm just gluing those down, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because a lot of the edges and stuff are going to get cut off. I have a wipe that I'm reusing, so I just keep it in a plastic bag to keep it moist. Alright, so that part of the gluing is done. So I'm going to move my blue mat momentarily, at least, until I find something else I need to glue. And we can not look at it for a few minutes, because it's wow. So I just like to do this to try to get any air bubbles out. That'll come out anyway. I mean, it's all gonna pretty much get covered anyway, but it's just nice to, ooh, sorry. Just nice to get some of those air bubbles out. Don't like those sounds. That's like nails on a chalkboard or something horrible like that. Okay. So I need to measure this, and I'm thinking It's about 4.5, so maybe 4.25 by 5.5. 4.25 by 5.5 is what we want to cut those to. And I did 3 of them because I'm going to do something else. One of them I will cover entirely, and I'm going to use it to make a pocket thing. So, but these ones, I'm going to cut off this side. Let me see, 4.25 is, let's do a little bit more this way. So I can cut off some of this white. I mean, like I said, it really doesn't matter because a lot of this is just going to get covered up anyways. I'm going to go a little bigger so I can cut a little bit more of that off the top. Alright. And if any of you ever feel like you don't have somebody to talk to, I am always willing to help in any way I can, listen, whatever. Because I just, like I said, I just don't want people to ever feel like that. That's just that's a bad feeling. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there if anybody ever feels like that watches my channel or whatever. I am always willing to listen and help out if I can, or help you get to somebody who can, you know, help you. Alright, so I thought we would do some collaging on these, and I'm just going to use stuff from those, my digital downloads, and then other papers that I have on hand, and things that I've copied. Like, I like to do stuff like this, like just laces and things like that. And there's this little bit of music paper right here that's pink. Thanks to Denise, who sends me lots of cool things. So I've got another little strip from that I can use. And then I love this antique paper, and I know I say that all the time, but she just really has some cool papers. If you haven't checked her out, you might want to do that if you like neat looking papers, because she does some great already collage stuff, but it's also cool to you know, cut the images out and things like that. I know that Rachel at Roxy Creations has been doing that, like cutting the images out, and it just comes out super cool. So she's the one who gave me the idea too for doing like the collage digital, making your own like collage digital download thing, because she did something not the same, but you know, along those lines, and that was like, oh, that's a really good idea. So yeah. And she's super fun to watch because she's got a wonderful accent and just a very nice lady, and always willing to you know, help or give information or whatever you need. So thank you, Rachel. She's awesome. There's so many good people in this journaling community. I just feel very fortunate to have, you know, started doing this, because there are just great people to talk to and learn new things from, and it's just lots of fun. So I have a little bit of Edith Holden. That might be kind of fun. I just love that handwriting. Her writing is so cool. And I don't mind that, but I think I am going to ink it a little bit, just because that's what I like. But you don't have to ink. You could totally do it just like that and it would look really good. But I myself like to ink, so. Sorry if I get quiet. Sometimes I don't know what to talk about. So in that way, I'm probably not great at this, but I try. I just want a piece of this. And I love these metal rulers. If you guys don't have one of these are great. And I also like that tearing ruler that I got it off of Amazon, but it's We Are Memory Keepers. And it just works great if you want more of that like deckled edge kind of thing. Sometimes I just kind of want more of that straight edge, but yeah, lots of good stuff. And I do have some pieces from the paper that came out of that old embroidery magazine. And probably like for one side I'll decorate and the other side for journaling, but you could totally do, you know, journaling on both sides or however you would want to do it. And a lot of these papers are light enough in color that you could definitely journal on top of them as well with a, you know, like a black pen of some type. Alrighty, so that can go on here. Figure out how I want to lay this out. I didn't, of course, have a specific plan. I just turned on the camera and play around, see what we come up with. These are very similar, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. Maybe something else. Maybe something like, let me see, what did I do with it? With this. I love this. I wish it was easier to find that kind of stuff. And I kind of like the top, so I'm just going to do like that kind of thing. Because I love those little perforated tops. I can scoot this down like this. And I also have, this might be kind of cool over here. It's like the other side of the one that we put on the envelope. But I'm going to tear around her closer so that I don't feel like fussy cutting her out. I'm being lazy. That's what I usually do in the evening. If I'm going to fussy cut, it's in the evening when I'm, like the family's watching TV or whatever. Because I'm sure you guys don't want to sit and watch me do that. I'm not super fast at it. But I guess that's why they call it fussy cutting, huh? And this I think I found on Pinterest in the public domain, like 1920s kind of. I think I put in public domain 1920s and this, I got a few things. Alright, I think we can start doing some gluing. I'm going to put that down at the bottom. And this, I don't want to bring that blue mat back, so I'm just going to use this. Just try to get close to the edge, not go all the way off. this, I think, because that lady will come down. A little crooked, but that's okay. Just try to get out all those air bubbles. I'll put this piece of Edith Holden down. Covers up my rose, but that's okay. That's the thing about collaging, you just kind of got to go for it and not stress about it. You know, I did the same thing I did yesterday, didn't I? I was going to scoot that over there and I didn't, so I don't think I'm going to put that one on. I'll put her over here, and then, I don't know why I'm having such a brain problem with that. Music paper up there. Maybe just a smaller piece of this. My poor subscribers yesterday yelling at me through the camera because I was putting things on the side that I said I wasn't going to. But, you know, the brain does what it wants. I think that will work nicely. And I will trim that over there where I accidentally went over the edge. It's the only thing about glue sticks and things like that, you don't have a lot of wiggle around time. I think that's why I like tacky glue and stuff like that. I tend to use that more because I do have more time to move things or switch it up a little. Yeah, I like that. So I hope you guys are crafting along with me, making something cool. I'm digging this collage thing. Lots of people are collaging and I just love it. I mentioned on, I know I talk about her a lot lately, but Rachel at Roxy Creations, I mentioned to her I think we should collage everything. I don't know, it just comes out kind of cool looking. I like it. Alright, so there's that side, and I'm thinking on this side to do more, you know, something like a guest check. Oops, I'm so sorry. I keep bumping that tripod lately. And maybe I could do, where'd that one piece go that I had? Come on. I could do this one on this side, and that way that would work to do something like that, and then you'll have room to write. So I'm just going to kind of cover this whole card here with glue and glue down the guest check, and I may use a little other glue because this one is coffee stained and it's you know, warped and wrinkly and whatever. So I think it will behoove me to put a little tacky glue on there. I think probably about there is where it's gonna stop. Somebody asked me the other day why I use tacky glue instead of like a tape runner, and you know, I really don't have any specific reasons, or I used to use tape runners quite often, but then I started doing more of like the junk journaling, just a different kind of paper crafting. I used to mostly do cards. I did do like scrapbooking, but at that time when I was doing scrapbooking, the tape runners were really popular, and I just found that with things like cards, tape runners are awesome, but for things that you want to last, and what I discovered this on is I used to make my mother-in-law, well I still do sometimes, but calendars, you know, like scrapbook calendars for the year when my kids were littler, and I discovered that they don't hold up great with glue sticks, so I don't use glue sticks that often, or I add to it. And the other thing is I just found I liked using tacky glue better. And it just is a personal preference. It isn't any specific thing. It's just I like to use tacky glue. So that's why I do it. But if, you know, if you prefer to use tape runner or whatever, you just need to use what you like, what works for you, really. There's no right or wrong. It's just what works best for you. And I know most people, because of the wrinkling and whatever, do like the Fabri-Tac, which I totally get. I like Fabri-Tac, I just cannot stand the way it feels on my hands for some reason. It's kind of like the whole nails on the chalkboard thing. For some reason it just bothers me. I'm going to save this because I like these numbers on here. So that's why I don't use that. I would prefer that as far as the, what do you call it? The wrinkling goes, that it is better for that. And I do use it sometimes when I am gluing fabric to things, but I just really don't like it. So I just really like tacky glue. So that's what I use. But there's no necessary rhyme or reason. That's what I like. So I'm gonna put a little extra. See, this is one of the things with the glue sticks that I don't love. And I know you can get better glue sticks. I need to do that. I just kind of didn't use them at all for a while, and now that I'm doing this collaging, I'm discovering they are better for collaging than like the tacky glue is. So it's all an evolution, really, when you're crafting. I've decided you just kind of go through it, and things change, and some things stay the same, and I don't know. So this fit here. And a lot of my thing is, I really just try to use what I have. So, you know, if I have a bunch of tacky glue, that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to use it right now, right here, because this envelope, where I cut it, and it didn't get sealed all the way, is coming apart. So I'm just going to fix that. And this little corner right here wants to come up. But yeah, so I really just try to use up what I have instead of, you know, just buying new stuff just because that's what's around to use. Oops, I just put that upside down, but it's okay. I just want to see if it fits. This edge needs to be glued down better too. And a little right here. Alright, so that does definitely fit in there. And I may put like a little fabric tab on it too, so that it's easier to pull in and out of there. I can't get it in here at all. What is it getting caught on? It's the top of that. Sorry. Sorry about that, everybody. I just got on a stuck spot. Okay, I'll glue that down, and then hopefully that'll be that. Okay, so we know it does fit in the pocket when you're not getting the edges caught. So now I'll just do another one. And my phone doesn't usually ding that many times, so I am gonna pause and I will come right back. Okay, hi, sorry about that, I'm back. It wasn't any big deal, I just suddenly became very popular. It just, sometimes when the kids are, you know, at school and whatever, and it starts doing that, I'm like, I wonder if something's going on, but nope, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ink this one. And again, you don't have to do this because you end up covering a lot of it, but I just like that edge when it's not too white. Not that this is white because it's old book pages, but Alright, so what should we do to this one? I wonder if I have any more ladies. Let me see what I got. I've got stuff from that old magazine, but I don't want to use the originals really, and I know I had some copies of stuff. There we go. And this is one I just made a copy of, so I think I'll use her somehow, but let's get the rest. Let's use sorry, I'm looking for my I'm gonna grab something. Hold on. I took pictures yesterday of that envelope and left all my papers where I take pictures. So, alright, let's use some of this stuff. I'm thinking I like these ladies too. I think I want to use some of this. Use this, I'll be smarter. Tear easier. This is a piece of avocado dyed lace. I don't want that fold in there though, so I'm gonna alright. And see, you could easily write on this, I think. Pasha's here to help. Not really. Move some stuff. Go up here. Say hi to everybody. Sit right here. He's always got to be right in the middle. Keep walking. He's a mess. He's just a mess with his haircut. This horrible haircut. But he won't ever hold still, of course, so. Which, why would you think he would? He's a cat, but. Hates having a haircut. Hates having a bath, hates it all, and he's a Persian, so it's like you don't have a lot of options with that. It's either that or have a really mangy, yucky cat. He doesn't want to be combed, he doesn't want any of it. I don't know how people have them as, you know, to put in shows and stuff, because for the life of me I cannot get him to go for any of it. It's always very interesting to get him cleaned up. And you go to those shows and they're like putting powder under their eyes and just all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's just no way that cat would do it. Luckily he was not show quality, so the breeder was selling him, and that's how we ended up with him, because he wouldn't have made a very good show cat, I don't think. I like this because there's like a wrinkle or a fold in the that piece of like table runner or whatever, and I just like the way that looks. I'll use her, and I'm just going to kind of tear her out like I did the other one. It's so funny when you think about the way people used to dress and the way they dress now. It's crazy. People used to dress up all the time, and now we never hardly dress up anymore. I think it's kind of sad in some ways. I mean, of course it's nice. Believe me, I like not dressing up all the time, but I kind of sometimes wish we dressed up a little bit more. My mother-in-law and father-in-law just went to Europe, and they went to Italy and all that, and they said the people in Italy are just dressed so nicely, and they just look beautiful. I mean, I don't, I'm glad we don't wear petticoats and all that stuff, but I really do feel like sometimes it's sad that we don't dress up a little bit more. I think I will use this piece this time. Let's use it down here maybe. Not cover that lace, but I can lift this a little bit. Maybe I'll put her on this side. I don't know, how do I want to do it? I want her up there, I think. I don't want to cover too much of that. So I think I'll tear this a little more evenly. Pasha, you can't lay on top of that paper, dude. You're gonna get it all wrinkly. Here, come over here. Pasha, come over here. Come over here. Well, I know, but just come over here a little bit more. Just so you're not laying on the paper, please. Doesn't understand why he can't lay on the paper. You can lay right there. Oh, he's just going to insist on laying. So I'll put that there. I sighed, and then he sighed. He gets so irritated with me. But I guess sometimes I get irritated with him too, so it's all even. Let's bring her over a little bit. Maybe we could put something else over there. Maybe a little strip of this with all these. I like this right here. It's just kind of fun. This ruler I just got at the dollar store. It's a great ruler. Just a metal ruler. Works great. Maybe I kind of like the way it's faded out right here. So I think I'm going to do that. And get a little. Now I got glue on there. Sorry, I'm out of camera. I'm just inking this a little. Okay. Yeah, I like that right there. Just to give a little more pizzazz. I cannot say it enough times how much I love that I got at the dollar store as well, because I'm going to let a little bit of that writing show. It works great for ink and obviously glue. It's just nice because you don't have to worry about, you know, getting this all yucky all the time and messed up and stained and whatever else. And it's just a little spot to do that on. About there, I think. Okay, and then the other side, we need something with like lines or something like that. So let's see, what do we got? Another thing that works great is coffee filters are great because that's some old composition notebook paper. You can write on them. Maybe I'll just kind of use a piece of this and I'll just trim it after I glue it. Let me glue it first, and then I can go over the top, but it'll kind of let some of those words show through, but it gives you a place to write, and I like that. I like to make tags, like run it through my Big Shot and make tags out of coffee filters. And you can even put them like over the top of other tags, and it looks really cool. Because you can kind of see through it. So I'm just going to do part of it. I just put glue on the whole thing just so that, because you do want to obviously make sure you get those edges glued down really well. And then I think I am going to use this composition notebook paper. This is old. I'm not even sure where or what, but I found it in an antique shop. Just going to do kind of the bottom part of it. And I'll just cut it off too. Alrighty, I'll flip that over, and I got glue all over me, so I'm going to use my little wipe here. I'm going to wipe off my board, or my glass, a little bit, because it's getting pretty sticky. Okay, oh, my fingers are still sticky. Hold on just a second. I know it's not great to use baby wipes either, so I really do try to use them until they're done, but it's really hard when you don't have, I mean, I've got water not super far, but it's not like you guys want to sit while I go wash my hands or something. I guess a wet washcloth would be good. And my scissors will be sticky too. And that didn't get glued very good, so I'll come back with some glue and hit that again. The one thing glue stick's definitely good for is gluing on stuff like vellum or like these coffee filters, things that are see-through, because it is, you don't get that like the squiggly line thing. Save this piece. And I'll fix these corners. See, that just looks kind of cool because you can still see the book page, but it's just not as obvious, I guess you'd say. And then I have this, maybe just a little section of it down here would be kind of cool. Oops, that was good. Let's try that again. And add a little. Still a little bit wet. This way a little, because I have another little something I want to do down there, my little thing that I like to do with these old pieces of the page, because they're so thin and fine. Put some glue. Put that on there and just kind of pinch it a little. I've done this lots, and I know you guys know. I just love doing that. I just think it looks cool. Because it's so thin, it'll just end up laying down almost completely flat, so it's kind of neat. And I'm going to have to lift up edges because it is going to go in a pocket, so I don't want it getting caught on everything. I'll trim it a little too. There's still enough glue right there. I think it's good. I just like that look when it's all bunched up. And then I have my June 23, even though it's the 23rd, but we're pretending it's for 1923. Oh, it doesn't even say June anymore, just 23. I forgot I moved it. Alright, so let me trim those little bits off so that they're not getting caught in the pocket. And I'm going to let it dry. I know it'll fit in the pocket because we tested the other one and it fits. I just don't want it to get all stuck there. So we have that one. And where did I put the other one? Oh, see what happens? I make such a mess. And that one. So those are kind of fun journaling cards to go in the pockets. I'm not going to put them in right now. I'm going to let them dry. And I think we will stop there for today because I've got to go do a few other things. I was going to do that, but I won't make you guys watch me do it right now. Maybe I'll do that one tomorrow. So I will see you all later. I hope you have an awesome day, and if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Bye-bye now.